Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews, or as I'm calling it, still BrickWall Christmas. I'm Dave, and right now, like I said, I acknowledge my shortcomings this year, okay? But this isn't the first year that has happened, okay? This is not the first year I've done a Christmas review after Christmas, specifically the day after Christmas, okay? So I ain't new to this. I'm true to this, all right? But right now, I'm going to be talking about the Muppet Christmas movie, one of the Muppet Christmas movies. No, not a Muppet Christmas Carol. No, not the Muppets Letter to Santa. Next year, though, maybe, right? Next year might be the year of the Muppets. But it's a very merry Muppet Christmas movie. That's what I'm here to talk about. Before I get into any further, I want to remind you guys, go ahead and hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel already. If you are not already subscribed, follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, all that good stuff. And do y'all like my hat? Let me know if y'all like my hat. Y'all see it glows, it twinkles. Hold on, let me see. Let me show you what else it could do, right? Hold on. Okay, this is what else it can do. Look. It go that way. And then it does that. And then it does that. But I like it when it does that. Okay. I'm having fun, man. I hope all y'all at the time of all the time. I hope that y'all Christmas was great. I hope you had a great holiday. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. I hope if you have if you have kids to get stuff for, I hope that you got everybody everything they could want. And I hope that you got things that you want. And even if you're not someone that celebrates that, first of all, it's the first day of Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa. I just, regardless of what holiday you celebrate, regardless of what you do, I do hope that everyone definitely enjoyed their holiday season. I do know sometimes the holidays can be rough for people. And usually I do a little bit of a PSA about it, but I hadn't done it yet this year. So surprise. Honestly and truthfully though, I know the holidays can be rough for a lot of people. So if you need a shoulder to cry on, or just somebody to listen, or someone to talk to, or just whatever whatever type of support, I may not know you, but you are more than welcome to comment below or follow me on social media. You can DM me, whatever, and I can give you the best chat I can give you. But even if you don't want to, because that's a little too personal. I hope that these videos give you joy. I hope that these videos put a smile on your face. And I do hope that, even if you go and watch some of these specials, I hope that you enjoy the things that I enjoyed about it. And if you don't want to watch holiday specials, I've also done reviews on the previous SpongeBob movies. And I also did a review on The Emperor's New Groove for the 25th anniversary of that movie. So you got different things that you can watch, and I do a whole bunch of other videos too, okay? It's not just about the holiday season this year. I've done a lot of different movies, so you can check those out. TikTok, you check out some of the things we do on TikTok. And recently we were at an event, me and the EPB, we were over at Nerd Wednesdays a couple weeks ago. They did their little holiday party, but we talked about movie rankings there. I have a couple clips of that up on YouTube, and I have some clips of that on the Instagram and the TikTok. So check those clips out. And hey, like I said, get some enjoyment. I hope that can provide some good enjoyment, some good laughs for you during this holiday season. So I know that was a lot, right? But I do care. Trust me, I definitely care about people's mental health and just emotional well-being. During the holidays. That's just me, because I also, deal with certain things. And I also deal with certain things during the holidays. So, I know y'all heard my phone clicking because I was trying to look up some of this information for this movie. I promise I was not just stalling for time though. I mean, every word that I say, so definitely hope that these videos bring you joy and that this review can bring you joy. So let me go ahead and get into this review. I love you. Okay, cool. All right. So a very merry Muppet Christmas movie follows the Muppet Gang as they take on a stingy bank owner who is threatening to turn their beloved Muppet Theater into a tacky nightclub just before Christmas. So yes, this storyline is another, we need to save the Muppet Studio. Right, it's another one of those. It's kind of by the numbers for what the Muppets have to deal with in these types of scenarios. Of course, they're always fighting a greedy tycoon. They always get real close when something goes wrong, and then there's like a third act miracle that happens. But it's never really about the destination. It's how we get there, right? So this movie is very interesting to me because it starts off on a note to where you see the after effect of whatever just happened. A lot of great opening gags and stuff like that. Like there's one with a snowman that's voiced by Mel Brooks. And he's like trying to like narrate the story, but then like one of the producers of the movie comes out and is like, "Hey, no, we don't have that in this movie. Go away." So that was a pretty funny joke, opening joke. But this movie starts off where there's Kermit. He's pretty much at his low point. He's all like they've already lost. The Muppets have already lost at this point in the movie. And so Kermit's kind of dealing with that. He's upset. He's kind of like crashing out on people a little bit. So there's these angels watching him, right? And one angel in particular who is played pretty funny by who's this guy? Who is this guy? By David Arquette. He plays an angel named Daniel. And so Daniel sees Kermit, at his low point and everything. He's like, "Yo, we got to do something. We got to help Kermit. It's Kermit the Frog. He's like Mr. Optimistic himself. We can't just let him be sad during Christmas." And before I go any further, I do want to point out all of the cameos. That's why I don't know why I can't remember that word. All the different cameos that are in this. So you have the cast of Scrubs, you have, which is Zach Braff, everyone except for Donald Faison, I think. Everyone except for Donald Faison is in this. You have all the other Scrub cast members. You have, like I said, Mel Brooks. You have who else was in this? There was a couple other cameos. Now I can't remember all the cameos. Great. But there was a lot of good cameos in here, as there is with all Muppet content. So I got off track talking about the cameos too. But so Kermit, his angel Daniel is like, "Yo, we gotta go help him." William H. Macy, that's the other one. William H. Macy is another angel, and he's pretty much like, "Yo, no, don't do that. Like, we can't help him." And so Daniel's like, "Yo, I'm gonna go talk to the head honcho. We're gonna get this figured out." And so the head honcho being God, right? And God is played by Whoopi Goldberg. See, I know I was gonna remember these names. God is played by Whoopi Goldberg. So pretty much they replay the events that happened that led up to the beginning of the movie, and I like that. I like that narrative device. And then afterwards, Daniel is officially assigned to Kermit. It has to help Kermit realize that his life is meaningful and has value to other people, and that he's not just a screw up, and that things will work out. So yes, this movie does take the "It's a Wonderful Life" turn, which obviously this movie, the Muppets take on that, and so it was pretty good. I was about to say something else. Like my thoughts keep escaping me. It's like one of those days, guys. They pretty much just have to help Kermit. Daniel has to help Kermit get back in the Christmas spirit. It's pretty much what this movie is. I remember this movie originally aired on NBC because Scrubs is not because Scrubs is NBC, but Scrubs, I do believe, was an NBC show. Hold on, now I'm about to, because it was a TV movie, I do remember that, and it first aired on NBC, right? Hold on, it aired on NBC. So I remember watching this when it first came out on NBC, and I had a blast watching it back then. It was actually really like, and during BrickWall Christmas, I do talk about specials and things that I grew up watching. This is one of them. I watched this every time it came on. I absolutely enjoyed it. I definitely loved Whoopi Goldberg as playing the Most High, playing God or whatever. She was, that's back when Whoopi Goldberg was just Whoopi Goldberg is still very fun to see on screen. The different actors and the different characters in here, I like the use that they got. So one of the things that happens is, like, when they go, I know I'm all over the place right now. When they go and they do, when they go back and talk about what led to Kermit losing the Muppet Studio and everything like that. This movie uses Pepe. Pepe is the little king prawn, the one with the little accent, the king prawn, baby. Like that's Pepe. So Pepe pretty much he's like, Kermit, can I get a raise? Can I get some type of extra money? I'm gonna go on vacation. We did all this stuff to help you out with the show, and so I just want to dip out. And so, obviously the Muppets are like always like they're a defunct group of characters, a lovable defunct group of characters. So that means for the Muppets, of course, they don't have any extra money. They just have the money that they use to make the production that they're going to put on to save the Muppet Theater. Well, yeah, to bring in some money to the theater and everything like that. Pepe ends up going and working for this real estate lady played by Joan Cusack. See, I told you I was going to remember all the names. And basically, she wants to take the Muppet Theater and turn it into a nightclub, like I alluded to earlier. And she also, so like the way she gets involved in this too is that like her I'm sorry, I just read something. I was trying to catch up about the movie. That I forgot a part. I thought I forgot something, but I didn't. So yeah, so she came into being in control of the building because like her dad or her grandfather or something like that owned the building, the Muppet Theater, rather, the land that the Muppet Theater's on. And she's like, yo, if y'all don't pay this money by midnight, your theater is mine, kaput. So she then finds a way to be able to kind of change that and make it work for her favor. So and that's a very interesting point because it has something to do with contract, and it's just I will let y'all watch that part because it is kind of messed up what happened. And so of course, they try to get the money to Muppets. Of course, they end up trying to put on the show so they can get the money. And so Fozzie's the one that's in charge of taking the money to the lady. And this is I'm bringing this part up because this part really does make me laugh because I don't think Fozzie is my favorite Muppet. I would say my favorite Muppet is probably who would I say my favorite Muppet was? Like I think my favorite I know who it is. It's not coming to me right now. I know my favorite Sesame Street Muppet is Cookie Monster, but with the regular Muppets, my favorite one has to be I think it's Rizzo. I think it's Rizzo, or it might be probably Rizzo. Probably Rizzo. I like Gonzo good. I like Animal. I think Animal's pretty fucking funny. I can't think of my favorite Muppet right now. That's crazy because I know who it is, and it's not coming to me right now. Like a lot of things are not coming to me right now. But yeah, no, I like it, but Fozzie's up there. Like Fozzie's entertaining enough for me. So Fozzie's like he's trying to get the money, and he keeps running into all these different obstacles. One of which causes him to actually turn into. They do like this whole parody to Grinch, where if like Fozzie looks like the Grinch, and so like then you had like the Who's coming and trying to like beat him up because he was a Grinch that stole Christmas. But it's like this is why I remembered that this was a Universal release, because Universal, NBC, all that stuff, because what is it? When they did the Grinch, when they did the makeup for it, I don't know why my mind is drawing a lot of blanks right now. But when they did the makeup for the Who's and stuff like that, it was very because again, it's Universal. They own that stuff, so they just use the makeup or probably even use the extras and the makeup artists and stuff like that to be in this small TV movie production. I thought it was pretty cool. Again, speaks to how popular the Muppets are. And how they can pretty much get away with like doing any and everything. But yeah, so that was one of the funniest parts to me. But outside of that, like it's like your standard like It's a Wonderful Life spin, just with the Muppets. And you always get, I feel like me personally, I always get some enjoyment watching the Muppets. So like I felt like this was a really good. Now, I'm not going to say it was better than Muppet Christmas Carol because Muppet Christmas Carol is goated, and I did think about talking about that film this year, but I think we'll put that off until next year because I want to. This year, I feel like I didn't have a lot of time to like really focus the way I wanted to give a good review on that. But I would say that if this is, I don't know how people feel about this particular Muppet Christmas special. I mean, it's I think it's good. It's not their strongest content by any means, but it is enjoyable. I had a good time. I had a good time revisiting this story. Um, and the cameos were still fun. It's just the show that they put on was pretty good. They showed some of it. I guess if I had like any criticism, it'd just be like, I don't think they should have really villainized Pepe, because they did kind of villainize him to a point. Before they kind of like gave him like a good old redemption with him trying to make things right. But yeah, it's like one of the only things I didn't really like is like just how they had Pepe kind of be like that villain character in a way. Like he was like the more selfish one and the one that kind of betrayed the Muppets and everything like that. Like those are your people. Like, why would you do that? Let me see. Is there anything else really? Nothing else really like stood out to me. I will say that I did watch this one back to back with another Muppet Christmas special, Letters to Santa. And I will say that I actually think I found that one more enjoyable than this one, but we'll talk about that in the future. But as for right now, just the critic ratings on Rotten Tomatoes has 82%, IMDb 6.2 out of 10. Me personally, I would give this special like let's see. I'll give it about a 4. I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars. It's enjoyable. Like I said, I'm a Muppet fan, so I like a majority of things that the Muppets do enjoy. Like I haven't seen any Muppet product that I straight up hated, but I have seen some that are a bit mid. And this one, it for nostalgia is good, but like it's not really that great. Like it's kind of mid. I will say it is kind of mid, this one, but especially like I think Letters to Santa is the funnier one, and of the TV specials for Christmas that the Muppets have done. And of course, nothing really beats the Muppet Christmas Carol, which is a movie I definitely have to tap back into. It's been so long since I saw that one, but we'll talk about that another time. Other than that, that's it. Thank you for hearing all my rambling. I've gone off the deep end in this review, but hey, it's a day after Christmas, okay? But now I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, hit that like button down below. Leave a comment. Let me know who is your favorite Muppet and what do you think is the better Muppet Christmas specials and Muppet Christmas Carol? Or no, I'm not gonna throw Muppet Christmas Carol into this. I'm gonna say out of this one and Letters to Santa, which one do you think is the better special? If you've seen both, let me know down in the comments. And follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. And I think that's it. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the holiday. Here's to 2026. And until next time, y'all, be easy, stay breezy, keep staying jolly. Peace.